The atmosphere is always very special around an Irish Open. I think there's a great expectation amongst the Irish audience. They're very knowledgeable. The golf course is always presented in tremendous condition. But I think that, this year we've got some good players on form. Padraig Harrington's just won a senior championship. And, Shane Lowry's in great form. And I think that obviously Seamus Power coming back to compete in the Irish Open is a great plus for the event. I think that it's a golf course that will suit their eyes, a little bit of creativity required there, but it's really about the putting. I think if somebody gets their eye in on the greens, and particularly someone like Seamus Power, who is a very, very strong putter, a local boy, I think if he can get his eye in on the greens and get a move on, I think that local support could carry him through. I think that there will be competition there, but I think that this will become a putting fest, and I think the guys who've got their eyes in this week will be the champion. It's a strong test of golf. It's a very fair test of golf. There's nothing hidden there. Drive the ball well there. You've got some good iron shots into the greens, but if you put the ball in the center of the green, you're typically not that far away from the holes. I think that the big thing here would be the guys staying patient enough. There's probably about 5 or 6 birdie opportunities. All the par fives are birdie opportunities. There's some short holes. If you're hitting your irons crisply and getting the ball in close hole, you won't have any faults with the green. So this is about really as much being patient. And I think that guys who can make plenty of birdies and keep those bogeys off the card will be competitive. But I think that it will favour bombers. It will favour the guys who hit the ball a long, long way. I haven't quite seen how tough the rough is just at this point, but typically on the golf course, the rough isn't really that penal. So I think that, given the right circumstances, it bodes very well for good tournaments. And I think that this drop of rain will have helped the golf course no end as well. There's some big changes going on at the moment. I think one is a money game. I think that, the strengths of the PGA Tour and the European Tour are relationships. They've got a brand there that is long-standing. They've built up strong relationships with sponsors and the media. They're a product that has been there for a long time. They've consistently delivered, so therefore they're very trustworthy for sponsors and so on. You've got the new dog on the road, which is throwing money left, right, and centre. But I'm not surprised to see that the PGA Tour now backing the European Tour a lot stronger, so that basically the PGA's voice will now become the European Tour's voice. And I think that's very, very important for the PGA Tour. I think that the stronger the brand is across the board, with the PGA Tours across the world, including the majors. And I think there's 2 big factors here. If they can pull the majors on their side and they can pull the world ranking lists on their side, then I think that they'll just simply see out LIV. And I think at the end of the day, LIV has got a lot of credibility issues still at this point in time. Something that the PGA Tour can exasperate and can absolutely take ownership of. And I think that in terms of the bigger picture, I think the Irish Open has always got a very strong foothold within the PGA Tour and within the European Tour. And it wouldn't surprise me if I see the Irish Open being part of a PGA Tour schedule in the near future. I think that there's a couple of guys there. Form it goes a long way in golf. Typically, your form. If you're on form, you'll hold it for maybe 5 or 6 weeks. Tyrrell Hatton's a great putter of the ball. He's been playing quite nicely. Aaron Rai has been playing very well in America. You've got Ryan Fox, a past champion, and John Sand, a captain who won here a number of years ago. Another brilliant short game. Did well here last year, going into the last round. Didn't pull through. And a guy who I personally like and think has got a bright future of him, Robert McIntyre. A left-hander, but at the same time a pure ball striker, and somebody I think who will very much enjoy the occasion. So a lot of talent there, who will be competing against the Irish, but at the same time I still think that the Irish would be favoured this week. I think Matt Fitzpatrick, a great win in the US Open. I think that his brother Alex is very highly ranked in the US collegiate scene. Mark Power, who's a collegiate member of his in Wake Forest, they're both playing Mark, a local boy. So, and this is the second time playing the Irish Open, so we'll have learned a lot last year. So I expect fireworks there. These guys are used to playing this sort of competitive golf week in, week out. So I would expect them to be competitive this week as well.